I think a month or so ago, or actually 2.5 months ago, yeah, I overcame last and I like won in this battle that lasted for around 3 years, if not more. Um, and I just stopped, fapping, and I haven't watched any porn in like 7 months or so. I don't actually remember, but yeah, at least half a year. I haven't been watching any porn. Haven't really fapped in a while. Let's say it's. And what I've noticed is that when I had those in those even in those like 2.5, yeah, mainly in those 2.5 months period from the end of August to until now, I had those periods when I haven't fapped for like 2-3 weeks, and I mean not only haven't fapped but like didn't even release. I mean didn't even uh, came, okay, didn't even come, should I say. And what I've noticed is that despite the fact that I am freaking sleep deprived, and throughout those years, throughout those months, like throughout this period, nothing had ever changed. I've been sleep deprived for those months. Despite that fact, when I came back home from university, I still had quite a lot of energy, to utilize, quite a lot of energy to train, and then to read, and then to study, and then to maybe read, do all those things, despite the fact that I'm like sleeping for 5 hours on average every night, sometimes even like less. Yesterday I slept for 3.5 hours, 4 hours. Today was basically almost the same, like 6-ish hours. Not the best state, like mental state or whatever I have ever been, but still, somehow I had quite a lot of energy, okay, and I didn't actually feel the consequences of sleeping, of lack of sleep, okay. And I think that that amount of energy I had, and the fact that like um, the fact that I've been retaining, they kind of connected. They are somehow connected, okay. And the only conclusion I can make from this is that semen retention actually works. Even though I haven't really thought about this throughout those months, even though I haven't really researched any sexual transmutation techniques or meditations or other spiritual stuff, still this thing work. I don't know how. Actually, according to biology, I think you should, like, the benefit of retention, it lasts for like week and a half or something, because throughout this period your testosterone, it spikes. It actually spikes slowly but surely, and then it spikes because your body thinks you need to reproduce, and you like reproduce to have sex basically, and you're not doing so, and so it just makes your libido heightened, makes you energy, and your desire to conquer and to compete higher, but then it kind of drops, like it just drops, like crashes, okay, after like week and a half, 2 weeks, and then nothing changes. Like then it just like your testosterone is just on the like baseline, okay. So technically there are no physiological, at least, benefits according to those research of retaining for more than like 2 weeks, okay. Like ideally, the perfect scenario, I think, and you probably can utilize this, is like retaining for week and a half, 2 weeks, restarting your streak, if we're using those freaking NoFap terms, and then doing the same, like, so basically releasing your seed every 2 weeks or so. That's the perfect scenario, and I actually did that for, I don't know, last year, for quite a long period of time, okay, let's say. And I haven't noticed any like differences, any whatever. But I started at that period. I actually started uploading on the channel consistently, working on it, writing scripts and whatnot, brainstorming ideas. So maybe that worked too. I didn't actually thought about it. don't actually thought, what the fuck? I didn't actually think about it, yeah. And right now, as I'm actually like kind of crossed that border, that achieved that golden point of NoFap, where I don't even think about fapping at all, where I don't even think about NoFap, about porn or whatever. Like I don't, like when I just think about it, of course, when I consider those stuff, when I make conclusions, okay, of course I think, but on daily basis, I don't even, like, it doesn't even bother me that I'm not fapping or so, that like I'm just, you know, it just not, this is not a part of my life anymore. Okay, I'm not saying that I am not active, that I am not sexually active, but in terms of fapping and those dirty modern freaking addictions and habits, they're no longer on my, you know, biography or whatever. In my, you get the point. Sorry. So the conclusion I make is that similar attention actually works, and it's freaking effective. It's freaking effective, because sleeping, lack of sleep just dries you. You just can't, and you don't have energy for anything. But you can kind of compensate this thing. I do not recommend doing this, but the situation I was in, kind of involuntarily, you can say, or involuntarily. But if you have those periods when you understand you kind of, when you're sleeping less than like 9 hours, then you can try this, and you can kind of compensate this. Of course, maybe those periods should be when you are working, for instance, on something, you know, on your project, or on your goals, or on your, you know, body or something. And so you sleep less because you work like a lot more, and probably throughout this period, because you're so dedicated, you're not even, you know, bothered by, you know, those lustful desires too. So that's like the two sides of one coin, or how you say. You got me, brother. So that's the things that kind of, they're basically in the same pot or something. Okay, so when you do one of them, when you start working on your goals, when you start working really hard, you stop, you know, bothering and worrying, and you stop, you know, doing bad habits. So yeah, and again, somehow this works, somehow similar attention just works. I don't know how, but I guess it's not really about how it works, it's about like the fact that it works, and why not use it? Why not use it? I can't actually imagine how much energy would I have how much energy, yeah, would I have if I had slept throughout those months. Maybe one day I will freaking return, and that's actually, I think I started yesterday. I started kind of returning to the old routine, freaking set a goal to sleep at least 7.5 hours every single night, at least trying to do so. No, fuck this, brother. Just being meta aware of myself, catching this bitch in my head. I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna be the one who sleeps at least 7.5 hours, who wakes up at 6 a.m. every single day, who is recording videos every day, who is not eating sugar, who is training and reading every single day. Because I'm freaking tired. I'm freaking tired of making excuses. I'm freaking tired of, yeah, I'm sleep deprived, but who cares? Like, do my future self, does he care? Does he care that I'm not, like, he will be freaking ashamed of me if he would, you know, when he, like, imagine your future self just looking at you right now through your memories or something, and he will probably be ashamed of you sitting on a couch, lying down and scrolling on YouTube, because, oh, you're sleep deprived, you don't have much energy to do anything, so you're just there procrastinating, trying not to fall asleep, avoiding like naps for some reason. Of course he won't be proud of you, but if you, despite the fact that you're sleep deprived, will work on your goals, of course he will be proud of you. Definitely. So kind of gone off topic. Why I'm using wrong forms of verbs? Went off topic, yeah. So that's actually it. I was talking about semi-retention. It works. Then I went and yeah, I'm kind of lost right now. I lost the thought I was talking about. But brother, I think you get the point. Sorry for this chaotic ending, but I think that's it. Semi-retention works. Try it, but don't forget to sleep more. Don't forget to sleep more, because if you combine those two, aspects of life of a healthy human being, healthy sleep and like semi-retention, not like long-term semi-retention, but like fapping or releasing, okay, having sex every 2 weeks or so, if you are considering semi-retention. But I think having sex and fapping, you cannot say that these are the same things, okay? So combine those two things, and I think you will just freaking skyrocket your progress, your growth. It will just explode, okay? So that's it, brother. I thank you for watching. If you have watched till that moment, then you probably like me, so consider subscribing. I really appreciate you, and God bless you, brother. I see you in the next one.